Guys, I'm so lucky to have got this hot product. This is the oops, am I holding it upside down? Sorry. This is a glow kit by Anastasia Beverly Hills in collaboration with Nicole Guerriero. She is a very famous YouTuber here now, and she's a beauty blogger. This is a glow kit. Now this is my first ever glow kit, so I'm very excited about it. Now this is actually the sleeve. Now at the back it says this is a glow kit, and also it says that these are metallic powders which are very intense and luminous, and then they complement each other when you layer them together. And this can be used on your cheekbones, décolletage, and a brow bone, inner corner highlight, and all over the eyelids. Now this is made in China, and this is a cruelty-free product, and this is also vegan. Now you can there's a list of ingredients of all the products in this palette right here at the back of the sleeve. Now when you remove the sleeve, the same information in the box is also right here, except for the barcode. The barcode is only in the sleeve. So the rest of the information is right here, in the actual palette as well, which is very good and also useful. And the front of this palette is also exactly the same as the sleeve. So this is what the palette looks like. This is a cardboard packaging. Now I bought this palette for $40 now, and this has 6 shades. Usually I think I don't own any of the Anastasia's glow kits, but from the research I did online, I think glow kits have usually only 4 shades in them, and they cost $40. But this has 6 shades, and this costs $40 as well. So I really appreciate it. And the amount of product that you get, I don't think I mentioned the amount of product that you get here. The amount of product that you get here is, net weight is 4.5 grams. It's 0.16 ounce each. So yeah. So these are the highlighter shades that the highlighter palette offers. Let me give you a close-up. That's what it looks like. Now I hope you can see, but in person when I open this palette, the first thing I noticed is that this has all of the shades, all of the 6 shades. They have chunky glitters in them. It is very obvious. Of course they look very pretty and very shiny and very glamorous because they have chunky glitters in them. But yeah, that's the first thing I noticed right off the bat, that all of the shades in the pans, you can make out the glitters. They are quite large in size and pretty obvious. So yeah, there's that. And the other thing which I noticed right off, I hope I'm not starting this review in a negative way, but this has a kind of a chemical scent as well. Well, not the product itself, but the packaging. Well, it's not very strong, and I certainly can't smell the chemical scent from afar, but when I bring it close to my nose and when I take a whiff, the scent is very obvious and very much there. But for practical purposes, when you're trying to use this palette, I don't think anyone would bring it near their nose. It's going to be definitely somewhere here, and from here I can't smell it. So yeah, I don't think it will actually affect you in any way, but it's something which I observed, and it was present in my palette, so I'm just putting it out there and sharing it with you guys. So these are the 6 shades. There's this is Kitty Cat. Kitty Cat is like peachy shade. Then you have Forever Young. Forever Young is like a pale rose gold. And then you have Daydream. Daydream is a very unique shade. I don't think I've seen any shade like Daydream until now. This is like a straight up orange shade, not copper or not reddish copper or anything. It's a straight up orange shade, and very interesting and very pretty. This is Forever Lit. This is like a duochrome, if you ask me. It's a white base with blue, very slight blue shift to it. And then you have Glow Gator. Glow Gator is like how do you describe it? It's like a pale gold. It's a muted pale gold. It's not like in your face gold, it's very muted. And then you have 143, which is like a darker version of Glow Getter. It's very similar. I almost can't tell the difference between the two. Between Glow Getter and 143, they look very similar. This is kind of muted and this is more darker. So yeah, let's do some swatches, both finger and brush swatches. I'm using my e.l.f.'s small tapered brush. This is more of a stiffer brush. I'll do first Kitty Cat. I'm not putting a lot of pressure. I hope you saw how much I did it with a very light hand, the swatch, and this is intense and very pretty and so foiled. Let's do some brush swatches. I hope you can see that the brush swatch is actually a very thin layer, but yet, do you see how intense and foiled the swatch is? It looks very good. It's very pretty. This is Kitty Cat. Now this is very much peach in the pan, but on my skin there's not even a hint of peach. It looks very much like a white gold. I was hoping to see a little bit of peachiness in it, but no. On my skin tone it didn't show up. So next is Forever Young. Forever Young, like I said, is like a muted rose gold. It's very young. And I am wiping the brush off in between swatches so that the shade doesn't get compromised. It's Forever Young. I'm not sure, but if you observed, the previous shade and this shade look very similar on my skin tone. Now this is Daydream. Daydream is like an orange with some gold glitter in it. Oh, there you go. Let's do Daydream. See how these highlighters are very effective in catching the light. Even the very how do I describe it? Even the softest swatch, no, it just very light-handed. Even then, the swatch is very potent. This is Forever Lit. This is just a white shade. This is the palest. I thought this would be impossible for me to use, but when I used it with a very light hand, I didn't think it was that bad. I think I was able to pull it off. Now, as you can see, this is I only applied a very thin layer, but yet it's so effective. I think this falls under the category of optimal highlighters, meaning you just need to use very less product and the result is very to the fullest, you know, like as if you used lots of layers of product. This is Glow Getter. I'm doing Glow Getter. Glow Getter is like pale muted gold. Just Glow Getter. Let's do the next one. The final one is 143, and this is one of the darkest shades. Let's do a finger swatch. That is Glow Getter. I'm sorry, that is 143. So sorry. This is 143. This is more. This is almost similar to Glow Getter, I almost can't tell the difference between the two. In fact, Glow Getter is a tad bit lighter than 143, but on my skin tone they are just the same. Maybe it might actually make a difference if you are lighter, if you have a light skin tone, but on me they both look, it looks like I have two duplicate shades. Let's do finger swatches of all the shades so that you guys can see them side by side. This is Kitty Cat, Forever Young, and this is Daydream. This is Forever Lit, have Glow Getter, and that's 143. So these are the swatches. These are the shades that are present in the palette. Now, I think we spoke about the price, $40, and also the amount of the product that you get here. Now, performance wise, I would put these in a category of well formulated intense highlighters with chunky glitters in them. That's how I would categorize these as. See, now all of them definitely have chunky glitters in them. There's no doubt about it, because they are very obvious. You can, in person, they are very, very obvious, and you can actually make it out. I can see gold glitter, blue glitters, and silver glitters, all kinds of different colored glitters here. But 5 of these shades, except for Daydream, except for this orange shade, these 3 shades in the bottom row, and these 2 shades in the top row, on application onto your cheeks, on cheekbones, you cannot see the chunky glitter actually. On application, the chunky glitter does not actually appear here. You cannot make out any chunky glitters when you actually see, even in a close-up, when you're looking at your highlighter in close-up mirror, you can't make out any kind of chunky glitter. On the cheekbones, they are very smooth, and it looks like they are very finely milled highlighters. But you know, like I said, they do have chunky glitters, and when you pick it up in the brush, you can see the chunky glitters there as well. But you might wonder where it goes, because it's not here on your cheekbones, because the chunky glitter, as you apply them and diffuse them and blend it into your skin, the large size glitters actually fall all over your face. Here on your neck. I have those large size glitters here. I had it, not now, on my neck and my chest area and my shirt. So personally, it's not a big problem for me, because if it's on my face, I would just use a large fluffy brush and brush it off. And so if so is the case if it's in my neck, and if it's my shirt, I can just brush it off and just dust it off. So that, to be honest, it's not a biggest problem for me, but it's something which I observed, and I'm just sharing it with you guys. But I said 5 of the shades did not have chunky glitters on application, but this particular shade, Daydream, on application, this is, I feel, a little bit sheer when compared to these 5 shades, the other shades. And these are this one has a little bit of thinner consistency, and so on application you can actually see the large size glitter on your cheekbones. So, and also of course it also gets in your face and everywhere, but in addition to the chunky glitters getting everywhere, it also is present in your cheekbones, in the places or wherever you apply this particular highlight. If you decide to apply it in other places, the chunky glitters are very visible. They are very obvious, and they are quite visible from, say, this distance. Oops, sorry. From here, maybe. If you stand maybe so far away, you can see the chunky glitters. They are quite large size. So yeah, this is my thought on this palette. But besides the chunky glitters, these are very well formulated, and they perform very, very well. They go on very smoothly. They do not emphasize any fine lines, wrinkles, or any textures in your skin. Now, right now, I can't tell you which of the shades I have on my cheekbones, because I just literally went in with all the shades, and with each shade I went in at least 3 times. So I literally have like 20 coats of highlighter on each side of my face, and yet they look very smooth. And it's just the intensity of the highlighters, the metallic aspect of the highlighters is what increases when you go in more many coats, but it does not accentuate or emphasize the texture in your skin, or it doesn't emphasize any wrinkles or any texture or any fine lines. It doesn't do that. But when you go in with multiple layers of highlighters, it just intensifies the metallic aspect of the product. So that is a very, very good thing, if you ask me. So yeah, you guys, I really like this palette. The only downside to it, if you ask me, as you see, if you ask me, it's like I have only 3 highlighters and not 6 highlighters, because these 2 are different and these 4 are so similar on my skin tone. I hope you can see. They're very similar, and so yeah, the only downside is these colors don't exactly, you know, my skin tone does not project the difference in these colors. Now in the pan you can see them like they are very different, but on my skin tone they are very, very similar. Just it's like I have 3 colors in this palette. So that's the only downside for me. The formulation wise it is excellent. Price wise I really like it, and quantity, you get 6 highlighters, and you can use it on your eyelids, on your face, neck, on your décolletage, is that what it's called? Yeah, décolletage area. So these are very versatile and multitasking powders, so I really like them for their price and the amount of product that you get, and their formulation is very, very good. So I suggest you buy this palette if you are someone who doesn't mind the glitter and loves intense highlighters. Did I tell you about where you can get this? I don't think I did. Now I bought mine at Sephora. Sephora was doing an app only 48 hours exclusive sale a few days ago, so that's when I bought mine. But I think the official launch date is March 3rd or 4th. I'm not exactly sure. I'm so sorry, but I'm not sure. So once it's officially launched, you can find them at stores in Sephora, and also online Sephora, sephora.com, and then also you can find them at Anastasia Beverly Hills' website. So those are the places you can find this product. So I'd suggest, if you wish to really try these products out, I'd suggest you buy it at Sephora, simply because the return policy and everything is very easy and they don't make a huge fuss about it. And personally, I like the service at Sephora. So yeah, these are my thoughts, swatches and review on this particular product, you guys. Hope you guys found this video useful and informative, and please thumbs up this video if you liked watching it, and please subscribe. Bye.